Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to shame myself, my ancestors, and my unborn children down in the murky mires of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And that intro is a lie. Not about the shame. Goodness no, the shame is real. Piles and piles of shame. And no amount of self-murder could expunge the shame I have brought to myself and my ancestors. I couldn't seppuku hard enough to cleanse what I have done to them. My unborn children, though, well, that's the lie. You can't shame something that does not and never will exist. Perfidious Pete, yeah, I'm never having kids. Ever. Mostly because of what happened last episode. No woman, is gonna want me now. Probably, in fact, I'll never even know again the touch of a gentle hand, let alone a loving touch of a nubile female. It's just not going to happen. But that's fine. That's fine. I deserve it. The copious amounts of shame I have heaped upon myself for going into the darkest dungeon without torches. You know what? That's just monumentally stupid. And we all know, that I'm going to get the ladies, because there's one thing that tops the list of every men's health, what women want in a mate list every year is, that thing is always crushing stupidity. That's the number one entry. It's not looks, it's not humor, it's not success, it's not sensitivity, it's not a kind and loving disposition. What do women want? Turns out, Mel Gibson, it's overwhelming stupidity. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure it's not that. Not a lot of women out there saying things like, I need a mate who once mistook a bowl of broken glass for Frosted Flakes. Or, I want a mate who thinks that, owning a timeshare is a good idea. Or, I'm looking for a mate who thinks that Anderson Cooper is witty and insightful. These are not things that people say. But that's the kind of, that's what I would have to hope for, me, Perfidious Pete. If that person exists, if you're out there somewhere, I assume you've probably fallen in a well and drowned by now because your stupidity is tantamount to my own. It's amazing I'm not down there having lunch with baby Jessica, honestly. I don't feel good about myself. I really don't. And unfortunately, as much as I'd love to go take another swing at the dungeon, and I do have another, team in mind for taking a shot at that dungeon, unfortunately, I don't have the cash to make another run on the darkest dungeon. So what we're gonna have to do is go kill some time somewhere with an antiquarian and just see what we can sort of, muster out. We do still need to kill the gibbering prophet, and we could make the Fantastic Four do that. Do I think the Fantastic Four has the soup to handle the gibbering prophet? I kind of don't, mostly because of Johnny Storm. Not that I'm negging you, Johnny Storm. You're a good man, you do good work. The problem is, I don't think we need damage against the gibbering prophet, and unfortunately, that's the one thing you don't really have much of. So let's look at our other options then. 9,000 gold to activate 3 corrupted altars. I'm not taking an antiquarian into a mission where I have most of my inventory chewed up with something completely useless. Hello, what are you? Bonus accuracy, bonus protection, bonus stress. That's a long dungeon. I don't want to have to haul an antiquarian through a long dungeon. Do we have a short anywhere? We have a short champion. I would really rather go for a medium though. What do we got for medium? Explore 90% of rooms in a medium champion. I don't hate that. Alternatively, activating 3 corrupted altars. I guess we're going to the Warrens as much as I actually would vastly prefer to go to the Ruins. I think it's a little easier to dig. It's not the Weald. It's not the Cove. The Warrens is not... we could handle it. All right, so let's put together most of the Fantastic Four. We're going to take Sue Storm. We're going to take Johnny Storm. We're going to take Reed Richards. And then clogging up our 3 hole is going to be the bloated... Buffy Summers, you don't even have... You know what? I was going to say, you don't even have rank 5 skills, and then I actually thought about that for a minute and realized it doesn't matter that you don't have rank 5 skills. Nobody's going to care. It doesn't matter a lick. So, Crusaders orders. Yeah, I like these because they're minus stress. So let's go ahead and throw those on, and then I think we'll just give you... What's the other thing we've been giving you? We've just been going with double orders, actually, for Benjamin J. Grimm. And it's been working out pretty good so far. Graves Robber's Talisman, hell yeah. And where's my lucky rabbit's foot? There we go. Rabbit's foot, Grave Robber's Talisman, got you sorted. You know what? You're going to take the map in because, 1, I hate you, and 2, we could use the extra scout potential. What else do we want to have you carry? I don't know. Junia's head, because I don't also give a shit about your stress, really. It gives you plus 30% to your healing skills. Actually, isn't there a you-only trinket that gives more? Yeah, the Candle of Life is actually a bigger bonus without the stress, so let's just do that. And for our Vestal, dyed in the wool, tried and true method. There's nothing fancy that needs to be done here. Where's my Tome of Holy Healing, though? There it is, okay. Tome of Holy Healing, garden variety stuff. We're good to go. Let's get rid of this trinket so I don't wander into another dungeon improperly provisioned. 2 in a row is really not what I need today. Shovels. We got a medium length dungeon. Let's tank 4. I'm going to take 14 torches. Pete remembered the basic fundamentals of food and torches. I know. I'm as shocked as you are. Do you love me yet? Am I suddenly more attractive to you? Are you considering maybe taking me and siring a child with me, perhaps? No, you're definitely not, because I'm still a blithering idiot. And 1 key, and this is all we can afford. All right, Buffy. You're really going to have to earn your keep on this one. Swine are resistant to disease thanks to their unclean living. Wait, is that a shot at me, Darkest Dungeon? Are you calling me a pig? You saying I live like a pig just because, you know, I'll never know the touch of a loving hand again? Well, you're not necessarily wrong. That's not true, actually. Kind of keep my house fastidiously clean. Well, it's a good thing that we scouted the holy shit out of their squalid homes, then, isn't it? So what's our goal? Explore 90% of rooms. I really don't want to fight a hallway battle for 1 curio in an empty room. Then again, we could get all of this. All of this here. Just like you ladies could have all of this sitting here in this chair. But we could get all of this for the price of 2 hallway battles. I don't hate that. We could probably make this work. Plus, the first battle's going to be happening in highlight. Oh, goody! We've got a giant drooling demon right off the start. Just exactly what I want to see. Well, let's have you go ahead and start doing some damage, all 4 of it. Okay. Reed Richards, we really need you to kill the pig man back there. We want to get these stress units. We want to start beating them down. Good shot from Benjamin J. Krim. Little free stress relief, too. The dodge on Sue Storm is less good. All right, he's just going to rend us. That's fine. Really, all we're wanting to do is we want this to never be a howl. Drums of Doom is bad, especially when it criticals. Holy shit, Pickles 20 stress. Plus 50 resolve EXP until the end of quest. Why? Why does the Antiquarian get a buff? I'm straight up confused by that, but this shot hits them both. 6 damage for one, 9 damage for the other. Here comes what we're... Okay, Skull Toss. Yep, this is going to be a lot of stress for Buffy. We can handle a little bit of stress because we do have 1 stress-relieving unit. Drums of Debilitation on Stu Storm. You can't debilitate Stu Storm. Stu Storm? Stuttering Stymon is my name. Big ol' critical. Little stress relief, too. You can't sign me... Man, I just suddenly can't talk. What is it with ST suddenly that makes me unable to say them? You can't stymie Sue Storm. It's actually a bit of a tongue twister. Stymie Stu Storm is way easier to say. Now I'm doing it on purpose. But you can't... that. I'm just going to stop talking for a minute. Okay. I'm assuming my brain has briefly rebooted during that pause. You can't stymie Sue Storm that way. It just doesn't work. A rare antique. Good. There's an extra 1,000 gold. We desperately needed that, and we're already like a third of the way towards paying back the provisions we set out at the top of this mission. These are all good things. Buffy, start touching stuff. You're gonna collect every disease known to man during the course of this dungeon. Frankly, we're all pretty comfortable with that, because you've been sleeping with Luke Perry. I saw the movie. I know what you and Luke Perry are getting up to. And Luke Perry is just riddled with disease. Dude was, I mean, he dated Brenda Walsh in high school, man. And Brenda Walsh, she was a walking petri dish, man. So we're going to purposely seek out traps just so we can have our Antiquarian disarm them for the stress relief. And, of course, our Antiquarian will be touching every object we come across. Most of them without the curios, because we don't care about Buffy's relative stress levels. And I think maybe I'll let our torch just burn all the way out here. Pete, what about a Shambler? I don't want to fight a Shambler with this particular crew, this is true. But until we get down to 0 light, we got no danger of the Shambler, and we're supposed to get enhanced loot in the inky black darkness. So we'll gamble just a little bit. We definitely don't want to fight into total dark. Actually, I think light increases our chance of scouting as well, but we've had the scouting pretty well covered. let's burn 1 torch. Just to get us to our destination. Buffy, get ready to poke whatever this curio is. Looks like it's just some empty sack. That contains loot. Alright, 275 gold. 1,500 just raw gold. That's pretty good. Plus a torch as well. Hold up. Alright, you're right. We shouldn't just hold up. We should max the torchlight. And then we can do another whole round of wandering, if we want to, in basically full-on darkness. Where's my critical scout, though? Huh? Where's my treasure room? I was sort of counting on a secret room here. Alright, this will not hit both of them. And we should very definitely concentrate all fire on the ghoul. The old ball and chain. Sue Storm's not having any of it. The invisible woman has put up her invisible barrier. Triple dodge is pretty good. Alright, can you... Oh, this is a heal. Right. I keep forgetting that Buffy is terrible. So we can have you give yourself 17 dodge and 6 speed, or we can have you give somebody else 5 dodge. Well, that gives you 5 dodge and 27 protect. That doesn't make any sense. I thought this gave somebody else the buff. Like, if we force her to protect it, doesn't it give him the protection and the dodge? Yes, it does. Okay, I thought that's how it worked. Benjamin J. Grimm's gonna be nigh indestructible with all these buffs we got rocking on him here. Gonna keep, Reed Richards, what's wrong with your knife hand, buddy? You've been doing just piss poor damage this whole dungeon so far. Get with the friggin' program, dog. The old ball and chain. Well, Sue Storm is married to Reed Richards. I can't imagine Reed doesn't call her the old ball and chain, really. 15, solid damage output. Let's get a little damage and self-healing. Nope, we're gonna get dodged instead. That's definitely suboptimal. Finally, Reed Richards decided to do something. Also, why is Reed's damage so terrible? Did we forget to buff? Maybe we just didn't buff it enough. Am I buff enough? Just heal yourself, Sue. I didn't want to risk her getting dodged again and taking damage on that. Gonna step in front of that. Benjamin J. Grimm knows a thing or two about taking shots to the face. Mug like his, you know it's absorbed some damage in its day. 11 out of Reed Richards. Buffy. Might as well just have you swinging away. Little butcher's cut. Okay. We get the bleed. Did get a bleed, and that bleed stacks. I would still just prefer to kill this man. Big heal. Let's go group heal instead of big heal. And a pick to the face to close things out. Yeah, it turns out we may have given Reed Richards way too much trap, disarm, and whatnot. We probably should have given him something that buffs his damage as opposed to... But it hardly matters. He's not going to hit very hard for this dungeon, but it's one dungeon. Who cares? It's one largely irrelevant dungeon. Did we bring a bandage? I did not. I brought everything but a bandage. I got anti-venom and I got medicinal herbs. Bandages? Nah, no need, really. I'm not leaving 500 gold on the floor. I'm just not. Holy water it is, then. And we should consider camping relatively soon. If only to free up inventory space. Hey, Buffy, what's in here? Pack contains loot.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
So we have 1,000 gold worth of citrine. You know what? Yeah, you're done. I would rather have 500 gold worth of emerald than throw that other citrine on the floor. Because honestly, that shit takes up too much valuable real estate. We're going to go this way just to explore the room because it's here. It also gives us an opportunity to interact with some more curios. Ooh, sapphires we definitely want. Well, so long, anti-venom. You're going to have to be replaced with gold. The shovel's just going back on the floor. We already have a full stack of shovels. I don't feel the need to double up on that. Also, I probably should have disarmed that for a little free stress relief, but I can never seem to remember traps on the floor, even when I've scouted them and know they're there. Complaining about how hard it is to see. Well, here. I will burn 1 torch, and then we'll walk back this way. I do want to try and get to this room, and then I think maybe we'll camp. Or maybe not. Camping would restore our light, and that's useful. But we don't really have enough stress yet that we need to burn the stress off. We're kind of rocking and rolling in the face of this dungeon. constant and insane scouting has been helpful in that respect, I will admit. And I'm so greedy for loot here. I am going to take a backtracking stress penalty just to pick up this. No, don't hold up. Open the thing, now. Stashed heirlooms in the thing. Well, 250 gold in the thing, because I'm not taking that portrait. And we picked up 5 stress. You know what? 250 gold for 5 stress? Not an it's not an unreasonable trade. I was about to say not an unrespectable trade, but does that make sense? Who respects trade? I suppose there are, like, certain tariff lawyers and whatnot who probably respect trade. What do you do? Oh, you know, I'm a foreign trade lawyer. That person probably respects trade. Billionaire Warren Buffett seems like the kind of guy who would respect trade. Other than that, doesn't seem that respectable. Okay, we're going to actually have you throw medicinal herbs in this. Because you needed plus 30 damage until camping. Yeah, alright. Light level, let's just keep it high. I want more scouting. We do have a curio in here and a room battle. A disagreeable room, but not a world-ruining room. We are not going to have heart attacks or freakouts before we get to the end of this particular room. And if we need to at the end, we can always camp. 19 aggregate damage is pretty solid. I really want to get to the stress-causing units, or more specifically, this swine heaver back here, who's going to be horking on everybody and giving them diseases. We can cure that disease, I believe, because we do have, unless I'm mistaken, our grave robber can cure 1 disease from themselves, so we're not going to worry about that. And they did pick the right target, too. I'm pretty sure Johnny Storm, or is that, I don't even remember who you are. Oh, Reed Richards, right. I'm pretty sure Reed has Snuff Box. Drop 11 damage on there. And speaking of Reed Richards, if we could come up with a double kill on a speed roll win. Nope. Well, he got part of the way there. And here come the old drums of doom, which have criticaled yet again. Alright. Buffy's getting a little more stress than we'd liked, although, really, we don't much care about Buffy's stress. Can you kill this man, Buffy? Good.
Give them no quarter.
And we're just going to take rend for rend for rend for rend. Everything runs red. Stop your whining, Benjamin J. Graham. Heck, shouldn't you be saying, like, everything runs orange, or it's clobbering time, or one of your other ridiculously stupid catchphrases? 8 damage is the best Reed Richards has got, huh? Okay. Beautiful dodge from Sue Storm. Probably saved us being infected with some kind of horrific disease. That critical bleed is very much not good. We're bleeding for 30 now. Here, you're gonna have to start patching people up. And you're gonna have to murder a man, because I don't want to get hit with another bleed attack. And you're gonna have to heal. Because I didn't bring bandages, as I recall. You gotta be shitting me. God damn it, Reed. You know, your girlfriend just took 9 stress from an attack that should never have happened, Reed Richards. Oh, sure, that one you dodge. Yeah, all right. This pig, though, is unhittable. He's gone full babe mode. Unless I have James Cromwell, there's no way I'm ever going to stop him. Big old critical heal from Benjamin J. Graham. Okay. Thank you, Reed Richards, for not being a completely worthless tool 100% of the time.
Remind yourself that overconfidence.
Anti-venom, we don't really need. We're going to throw it on the floor. And I'm going to take this bounty hunter's helmet instead. Even though it's objectively bad. And we can, you know, let's do this. No, not you. Not you. Cancel, 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 cancel. Buffy Summers must touch all objects. That's what we wanted to see. 10 food, which we're probably just going to eat. Everybody, get your fill. Oh, Buffy's like, no, it'll go straight to my hips, and I've got cheerleading practice next week. Yeah. You know what, Buffy? You gotta take a page from the book of Meghan Trainor. You know, some boys like a little more booty to hold at night, and so I've been told. Am I one of those boys? Nah. You know, I can respect the voluptuous. I would say, yeah. Do I like a little more booty to hold at night? I mean, I would sure like a little more booty to hold at night, and that literally any size booty would be good. But as I mentioned at the top of the episode, it's never going to happen for Perfidious Pete. You guys saw last episode. You know I'm too stupid to reproduce. Honestly, just from a genetic standpoint, I think I'm a good example of Darwinism, like, in effect, and working as intended by nature. Nature's like, no, this man is too stupid to reproduce. Don't let him spread his genes and pollute the rest of the gene pool. It's, you know, one Perfidious Pete, honestly, is one too many. Let's make sure he never passes his traits on. Puked on again. As long as we don't get diseases from these guys, that's really all I care about. Unless the disease goes on Buffy Summers, in which case I don't care at all. Keep hacking at the pig man. Well, he dodged. Alright, that's gonna happen. You're gonna get your dodged pig man now and again. Big old critical from Benjamin J. Grimm, putting the smack down. That brings these guys a little closer to us, puts us right in the wheelhouse of death. We brought one of them to the very front, which is delightful. Sue, have you got something that makes you horrifically inaccurate? Do you have some kind of, like, debuff and or other disease that's making you completely worthless? No disease, that's all I care about. No disease. The stress is fine. Getting hooked where it hurts for 20, admittedly, is less desirable. That's a lot of damage. Well, they're piling it on old Benji here. He's staying strong, though. He's like a new kid. He's hanging tough. Oh. Just hanging tough. Are you tough enough?
Well struck.
Buffy Summers with a surprising crit. I guess Buffy trying to prove that she is tough enough. There's a dead pig man. Pete, why didn't you hit the guy that was almost guaranteed dead? Because there's no guarantee Reed Richards would have been able to kill his little pal on a follow-up, whereas it was almost certain on the dude with like 1 health. Let's hang tough. We're getting rough enough Mark Wahlberg style over here. I'm going to go a full round of healing. All this guy can do is damage, and not even a lot of damage if it doesn't crit. Let's also get a little stress relief while we can. Alright, now we're done toying with him. It's time to go for the throat. So, of course, Reed Richards throws a minimum damage hit. Beautiful, Reed. You know you're a slacker when Buffy Summers has got to be there to pick up the pieces for you. That's pathetic, Richards. Pathetic. On the plus side, though, look at this loot. This place is littered with gems. It's like an Indiana Jones wet dream in here. There's just cash and prizes all over the place. Room battle? That may be a room we skip. I'm not really interested in fighting. It doesn't even have a curio either. Here, Buffy. I don't know if you can find stuff digging rubble, but again, you're touching every object. A lot of hunger prompts in this dungeon. We have found abundant spare food, so I guess I shouldn't really complain too much. I do want to get my light level up a little bit. I think if we do this room, the secret room, and one other room, we're good. We do have plenty. Oh, we actually... Okay, well, we're definitely going to continue adventuring. I'm not letting Darkest Dungeon kind of hose me out of this. This is just freebies. Buffy, open this with one of the 97 keys we have. And then we got to throw a bunch of crap on the ground, so let's just decide what that crap's going to be. I'm thinking this, and we're going to hang on to the food, because I'm going to try and camp. Let's get rid of the... We'll burn the torches, the keys, take the puzzling trapezohedrons, use the firewood to make camp, and then we're just going to leave. So, what kind of skills can we get? You get... I don't care. Produces a random trinket. Sure, why not? What did we get? An accuracy stone. Well, it's garbage, but we can sell it for money. Snuff box? Yeah. Fix your own disease. Oh, it only works on a companion? It works on a companion, but it also works on you. Does anybody else have a disease? Buffy's got to be swimming with disease. Yeah, she got scurvy. She got syphilis. She's getting passed around that high school of hers. Okay. Oh, well, holy crap. Okay, Reed Richards used the ultimate nullifier, apparently, to just get rid of a bunch of diseases. Little gallows humor. We picked up some stress on Reed, but that's fine. We can... Unshakable leader. Here, do that. And then if we have enough time left, maybe we'll just encourage. Yeah, we're out of time. That's fine. Strong and powerful, blah, blah. Oh, we got ambushed. So we're going to have to do at least one more fight in the inky darkness. The Fantastic 3 plus Buffy Summers, has just been ambushed by a crew of maggots. I'd be more surprised by this, but you know what? Maggots could be fairly insidious. I mean, they're tiny, they're small, they don't make a lot of noise. It should be relatively easy for a maggot to sneak up on you. Say what you want about maggots, but they got mad stealth skills. They're filthy, disgusting, and awful, and you don't want them anywhere near you. But the stealth, though, they bring the stealth. Good whiff, Buffy. Nice work. Comes a little grave nibble. We're actually getting rocked by the maggots, and our stress is getting a little untoward here. A kill? Some stress relief for the kill, though. Nope. Just our garden variety healing. Well, I suppose it'll do. Little pick to the face for this maggot. Buffy with the mop. Buffy with the mop up. That just leaves one maggot to go. It's going to take a little grave nibble. Dodge, Reed. That's my boy. All right, Richards. And hey, an extra 275 gold for our troubles. And now we're done. Let's get the hell out of here. It was all about cash, that mission, and I feel like maybe we pulled it off. Pretty successful. How are we doing? Oh, more than pretty successful. That's 30,000 gold in a single mission. That may be one of our most profitables to date. That was real good. How do we do on intangibles, though? Runes Explorer replaced Balance. It's basically a watch. Wheeled Adventure replaced Irreplaceable. Basically a watch. Creeping Cough really sucks. Reed Richards could cure that on his own, but I don't want to go into a dungeon with minus 20% damage. We rely on Reed to be bringing the pain. I honestly don't care at all what Buffy got. She lost Clutch Hitter for Weapon Tinker. Meh. Known Cheat replaced the Yips. That's actually an upgrade. And Precise Striker replaced Cove Tactician, which also is an upgrade. Sue Storm coming out smelling like a rose. I didn't know Sue Storm had the Yips, or I would probably have cured that. All idle heroes get plus 33% stress heal. Well, that's real good, actually. Man, now I'm thinking maybe we may have to do another time-killing mission. What's the stagecoach look like? We got a veteran arbalist. How would they fit in with this crew? You know? Yes. This could work. We would need to name all of these people, but this team is potentially viable. We got frontline tank, we got number 2 slot for damage, then we got a Vestal for either damage or healing, and we've got Bastions, we've got a little bit of Mark synergy. I kind of like this team. I think maybe we've got to try this out. This is an unconventional team. We're going to have to give them a shot. Take them out there, see what they're capable of, put them in the ring, throw a few jabs their way and see if they can duck or whether we can floor them. Toss them in a lake and see if we can swim, or whether they're calling the cops to get the dredge net, take us to jail for child abuse and manslaughter. That's what we're going to find out. Right now, though, this is done. Before the cops show up, I should probably bail. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, the cops, seriously, I hear the sirens. I'm on my way. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Don't throw your kids in a lake to teach them how to swim.